Hey Gem car lovers, this is Grant and this is my 2019 Gem E6. It's pretty much brand new. It's got 400 miles on it. This car was $17,000 base price, but it's quite built up, and I'll go over all the stuff that it has on it. It's got the Gem distance battery pack, and that is 8 6-volt batteries. That's a $848 option. This is the largest gel pack that Gem offers. And it's a claimed 30-mile range. It's got the factory Delta Q charger, which is a 15 amp at 110 and 15 amp at 220 charger. It does have the J1772 plug, so you could plug in at a public charge station. You're only going to get 15 amps at 220 and 15 amps at 110. So there's really no advantage besides the convenience of charging at a public charge station. It's got the premium front bumper, which is the chrome kind of low profile bumper, and then it has the rugged, which is the big bumper in the back with the half-inch tow hitch. That's a $780 upgrade. This is the Mods Flip 4 rear seat, which is something that I added on here. This is a $500 little upgrade, and it flips into a flatbed here. So if you have a cooler or something big that you want to strap down, it's just kind of cool. It's got seat belts, and this piece here actually flips up and goes flat. So if you need to get a few extra feet when you're parking it, you can fold that flat. What else we have here? It's got the factory power steering, which they list as EPS, electric power steering, and that's like a $1,200 upgrade. You could see the motor for it right down there. It attaches to the steering column. And then this is the factory tilt wheel, which is, in my opinion, it's a must. So you can tilt the wheel for all sizes and shapes of drivers, which is really nice. So it's got factory windshield wipers, the premium headlights, which is a $100 upgrade. It's got the heated defrosted front and rear windows. It's a $726 upgrade. It's got the factory Bluetooth head unit, which is a $625 upgrade with the Rockford Fosgate interior speakers, factory LED headlights, taillights, fan defroster, the 16-inch wheel mags, which is a $720, or actually a $711 upgrade. It's got the 9 kilowatt, which is the biggest Gem motor on that they offer. I'll take the hood off and we can look under the hood later. And then it has the 6 hard doors with the roll-up glass windows, which are awesome. And that's a $5,100 upgrade. And it brings this car. This car's brand new. It was 33 grand brand new, and with tax it was even a little bit more, but the factory build sheet is 33K. So, and it does have factory air conditioning, so we will go check that out when I get back. Okay, as promised, here's your factory AC. 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and all 6 hard doors were removed and lined up like soldiers. Let's get in this thing and go for a ride. And before we get started, a lot of people have asked, what does this thing go like with 8 people in it? And I can tell you through extensive testing, I have had 8 people in this car, and I have taken it on the exact route I'll take you now, which is not flat. It is a super hilly, torturous billy goat hill climb. So it's not fast, but it doesn't overheat, and it trucks right up the hill, no problem, which was very surprising to me. Okay, so the car is factory limited at 25 miles an hour, but it's actually just a really nice ride. I'll ask you, can you hear how quiet it is? But I don't know if you're familiar with Gem cars and their incessant gear whine. This car is virtually silent in my book. in a regular, gem 2016 through 2018, you would hear quite a whine. That's due to, I think they did some reconditioning on the transmission, and it does have the factory noise suppression or isolation mounts that rubber mount the transmission, so it is completely isolated from the frame. It doesn't transfer any of the noise. Okay, I want you to take note. Look at this hill right here. It goes from a steep hill to a super steep hill. I mean, this is like the elevation gain we're climbing here is like from lake level, which is 511 feet, all the way up to just over 1,200 feet here. And it trucks right along. And believe it or not, it doesn't really slow down with the added payload of extra people. So it is, I was thinking it was going to be quite slow, trekking up these real, see how much elevation? We were down there at the water. So we're all the way up here now, and it just motors right along. And I don't know if you can hear, but the car is really smooth, not a lot of rattles or squeaks. The car's got 400 miles on it, so it's just a dream to drive. And this power steering, I can't say enough about it. It is just, I mean, we'll stop and I'll show you something. My finger. One finger. So it's really nice. You know, you got a carload of people, and this thing just, you know, it's a larger turning radius, of course, but it's effortless to U-turn this thing. So I love it. I wished I had a power steering option on my car. It does have the factory Bluetooth head unit in it. I don't have it turned on because it's really aggressive with the Bluetooth. We wouldn't be able to record right now because it grabs your phone immediately. So it's a blessing and a curse. You don't have to search for pairing, but if that thing's turned on, it's playing your music or doing your phone calls. It does have a remote. I don't know what you use it for, but it is real nice. So we could go on and on, but I'll cut off the video here and we'll pop the hood so you can see what's under it. All right, be back in a minute. Okay, here we are back at the front end, or the business end, as someone would say. Okay, so here is our factory Delta Q, and you know what? When talking about the J1772 at the public charge station, I think I gave a little bit of misinformation. This will not charge at a public station because these two ports, which are, I think this is a 12 volt and this is a data port, aren't engaged in this car. So there's about a $150 module that will allow that to charge, but this doesn't have it right now. So currently this will not charge at a public charge station, but it will use a J1772, which public charge stations use. But back to the fact, this is your Delta Q 15 amp charger. This is the 9 kilowatt AC 3-phase motor. Here's your front and rear shock struts. This is your 1235 to 1 team transmission. This is your Sevcon S4 controller. This right down here, we'll sneak the phone down here so you can get a better look. Let's see, what are we looking at here? So this is your contactor right here, your main contactor. This is what clicks in and clicks out when you turn the key. This right here, let me see, where's my finger? Oh, right here. This, what I'm pointing at, that's the BMS. So that is the factory BMS for the car. What else do we have here? That's pretty much it. All up here, here's all your fuses for the car are right here. There's your daytime LED running lights and turn signals. And there's your rack and pinion steering. And that's all I can think of interest up here. Oh, let me show you those isolated transmission mounts that are unique to this. So you can see these those rubber bumpers right there. those are the isolation mounts that Polaris came up with after they had quite a few complaints about the noise generated from the transmission. So that fixes that little problem, and that's it. So I'll show you another little funny thing. This actually still has the factory kind of vinyl protectant on it from when the car was brand new. Like, a bunch of the panels still, I haven't taken it off, but this is all the factory. So the paint is in excelente condition, and that's it for now. So signing off from beautiful Lake Tulloch, California, and Copperopolis. Like, subscribe, and I also have a 2016 E4, so it's like the sister of this car, but 3,000 miles, and I'm asking 15,000 for it. So check for that car in the next video. Hey, two more things I forgot. You know, when you think of a limo, you think of what? Party bus, you know, and drinking. And so if you're in a limo, you're drinking, and this car is in line with that. It has some aftermarket cups. We got 2 in the dash, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So there's 2 drinks for every person in the car, 8 cup holders, and you can keep nice and cool. The other thing I wanted to show you was, this is your fan. Let's turn this on. So what's nice is when you have all 4 doors on and it's raining, the window will get quite foggy. So this fan does an excellent job at just blowing ambient air. And then this function gives you heat. So the heater element is on, and you get hot air out of these vents here. You can open and close those. This actually activates, and you'll see it turns amber. That activates the defroster in the front and rear windows. And then this is your interior lights. So those are the only couple options that I thought I left out. And thanks again for watching.